Jankuary. This morning I was working on a new raid mission, and so in the raid mission the idea is that oh, I got an error with the dungeon. In the raid mission you're raiding a location, so you're going in and you're destroying a bunch of stuff. So you come in and you're like, oh, I've got to destroy this stuff, this is rubbish, get rid of it, this is rubbish, get rid of these, whatever, blow some stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's the point. And so you run through the whole level, there's loads of enemies. Recently I've been setting up factions, so we set up the humans, we got all these guys that got different weapons, we got the goblins, they're all pretty cool, and then we got the skeleton, sort of like necromancy faction as well. These guys are super cool. They're all set up. This is going to be... Alright, so the narrative of Gads is that you're these like narco cops, medieval SWAT teams, sort of like raiding on this city, trying to find out where drug is coming from. So we kind of have these crates that we find. These crates are full of this drug called Myth that you can actually find in the bottle around and drink it. So you find all this evidence in this one district, and then once you've finished and you found the kingpin of that district, who's like sort of the drug peddler, you find that guy, and that leads you to the next district where there's all these goblins like kind of like basically brewing that stuff. And so they got all these ingredients. They got these guys, they got like fairies inside of cages that you can see here. And they've got these trees and they're growing all these, you know, they're like, they've got all these sort of fairies trapped and all this sort of thing. And the idea is, yeah, you go to this second district and you find out that they've got all these ingredients, and you basically save all these, you gotta save these fairies. Basically, destroy the crates and help them escape, and there's going to be like a wispy fairy like fly out going, yeah! A little bit like Rayman, actually. And then you go to the last district. The idea is that you find out what ingredients they're using, and you trace that back to the third district, which is where you'll find these that you have to destroy, which are like... I mean, this is actually probably not what it's going to be, but the idea is it's going to be like a summoning post, and they're basically summoning all these fairies from some realm. And you gotta go around and destroy that stuff, and that's where the skeletons sort of like command that last district, and the district where they're getting all the ingredients, and sort of like blood sacrificing all these fairies. I don't know so much about the steampunk aesthetic. I think I'm probably gonna ditch that, to be honest, and go for more of a sort of satanic vibe. We'll have some sort of blood ritual circle on the floor. Anyway. So right now what I've got to do is sort of finish up on this crate for start. So there's got to be this fairy. I've actually got to turn my music down. So I'll turn the music down a bit. I guess I could turn that up a bit on here. Yeah, cool. So got chat going. Popcorn, yellow striped smile. Hey Zegmo, hey mate. Alright, cool. So what we do, we've got this fairy crate. The idea was that when you smash this, a little fairy goes, yay, and flies away. And I've got to kind of do that in the cheapest possible way, without actually animating a fairy. Another thing that's really, really bugging me is that this guy, who's got like a staff of some kind, the sound is not attenuated at all. So I think it's this staff here is casting some kind of buff of some kind. Got an emitter going on here. Got a network smoke pop. I think it's to do with this gameplay effect, which applies this invulnerable status, but that's all it does. Gotta figure out where the sound's coming from, basically. So, whatever sound we got here. What is this? Got a sound? It's just a torch, okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There is a sound, and it is coming from this guy. spawns a purple buff emitter. That's all good. We've just got the smoke pop, which is just when it gets destroyed. It's gotta be this buff here. Gameplay queue status invulnerable. Okay. I can't believe that I added a sound. I did. I swear I'm adding this invulnerable cue to the player when they spawn. Yeah, it's because it's just this. What I'm going to do is... Yeah, I'm just going to turn this into a queue. So A underscore magic buff underscore invulnerable queue. MM. Magic missile. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to move these to my my audio folder into just sounds, because this just keeps it in my directory. So we've got sounds, we've got this magic buff, we can find this. So we'll take those 5, go random WAVs, modulate those. So the reason we want to modulate these is because we're going to end up with a little bit of variation, which is nice. So we'll try 0.8. Cool. So at least now that's different sounds, and then the next thing is to give it a sound class so that it can be muted in the game, and then also a cue, which is going to just be very close. So that's cool. That goes in here as like a magic buff. Magic buff invulnerable, cool. So that goes in there. The other thing as well is that I probably created some redirectors. So I'm just going to fix those. Fix up redirectors. Alright, that was just really annoying me. So now when I press play, I can't hear that effect. That's all. You see all these people that are glowing purple. It's probably really difficult to see. But basically, those guys are invulnerable. Oh shit. That guy is strong. I'm going to take a weapon. I'm just going to sort of do a quick demo, just double check some stuff. Take this weapon. So we've got a guy here who's got... Surprised he did not die. I'm getting... Uh-oh. Oh. That guy just comes through from the back and just destroys me. Might need a better weapon. So we'll take some throwing daggers instead. See if I can Kobe. No. That guy's still alive. Oh, you've got to die. Uh-oh. Alright, so I distracted those guys. Let's take up some of these. Oh, he's still alive. What was that noise? Someone just heard me. I think it might have been one of those guys over there. Alright. Ow. So he's actually not buffing these guys anymore, which is kind of annoying. But they are buffed. They are definitely still buffed. It's just something's going on with the particle effect. Because like they're not dying no matter what I do. And then if I kill this guy, ow. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, so now these guys are... This guy's got a bug. Yeah. Also, when I'm on my last... I don't know. What's going on there with the last... I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, the buffer, there's a bug with him. Need to look into that at some point. I made these traps recently. Obviously they work. Righty. So anyway, the goal today, I've got 40 minutes to finish this. So, you hit this, something wispy comes out of it. Let's check out what particles I've got. Let's go Niagara. So you're going to destroy these boxes, and out of these boxes comes a fairy. I think I got the sound, which is like a girl laugh going hee hee. That might be okay. I could just timeline one of these trails. Like just get like a magic looking trail, like this classic trail purple. And just do something like that. Yeah, so they just go whoosh, hee. Cool, let's try that. In fact, couldn't I... Can I just do it? Just duplicate it. Trail, fairy, escape. Just do it inside here. So this is this person. We've got the sparks. Well, we'll see. So let's go particle update. Actually, it'll be like velocity. So we'll add velocity, and then it's saying, hey, you need to fix some issues. Okay, so we've got some velocity, but we need that velocity to be like 500. It's a bit weird. I don't know why it's doing it like that. Let's go orbit. Maybe they changed that. Let's call it vortex and fix that. So my expectation was that it would like spin around, but hey, the particles on the right are actually already doing this, so how are they doing it? Line attraction. It's weird that this isn't actually doing anything. We did something for a second there. Well, this isn't working, so it's taking too long. Let's just get rid of it and just do it the way I was saying before. So what we'll do is we'll take... Where'd it go? Trail Classic 7. We will have that on the fairy cage. Yeah, trail. That's not auto-activated. I've left my phone in my coat pocket, so I can't actually read the chat. Let me jump over to chat. Fairy, you're going to play yay sound effects and have a little background. Yeah, exactly. Did you just double tap a direction to dodge? Yeah, that's in the game. You hold right click shield like guard and you can dash in a direction. But only backwards. If you're pressing spacebar forwards, you hit them. Have a good classmate. Hey Spark. I tried doing stuff like this, wanted to create games. The coding stuff is awful. Yeah man, it's difficult. I've done it for 10 years, so it's like second nature to me now. Stick around and you might like pick up a thing, but like I want to do some classes at some point. We'll get there. We will get there. So, for now, we've got this fairy. Let's do the obvious part first, which is when this explodes, let's play sound at location. The location of, I guess, this. Location. World. Get world location. We've got to make a new sound quickly. Let's just at least get the sound set up. That is at least kind of easy. We'll go for a copy of the invulnerable queue. A_fairy escape _Q. So get rid of these. I've got a sound library of like character voices, human vocalizations, and I've got like laugh, female, wav. Cool. That'll get super annoying after a while. What do you reckon? Should I use that one? Let's try it. Yeah, let's give that a go. And then that just basically goes in here. Oh. Fairy escape. Sounds kind of sinister. It's like it's got like this undertone that like, am I supposed to be doing this? It's like you're doing what they wanted you to do all along. I mean, they did just get summoned from another realm, so maybe they're going to go screw over the goblin. Yeah, maybe they're going to kill someone. I don't know. It definitely sounds that way. You know what? It's just about environmental storytelling to some degree. Some of those laughs sound more like witches. Yeah, some of the last ones, the evil laugh. Yeah, the two last sounds in that sound library. If I go here, yeah, it's literally called evil somewhere in here. Yeah, this one. Yeah, those two are the evil witch ones, which we're not going to use. We're just going to use these. I love it. Alright, cool. So we got that. And then something that we're going to do is we're going to just hit a timeline. Timeline's really neat for just like doing something sort of like bespoke. So what I'm going to be doing is using it to create a timeline here, which is just a sign track, basically. Actually, why don't I just do this with math? I'll use this timeline as a 0 to 1. 0, 0 to 1. Yeah, so you can use it to just quickly animate stuff. We've got 0 to 1. It's going to happen over 1 second. You can always time range these separately afterwards. As that moves, we're going to set the world location of this trail. Oh, actually, we'll do relative. Set relative location. So relative meaning it will move based on where its parent is, and all we're going to do is make it sort of do this, up, just move up and left and right. So firstly, the Z, which is the up direction in Unreal, is going to move from wherever it is to, I want it to sort of get to about 250 by the time it finishes. So that'll be cool. I also want it to start at around 50. So it starts at 50 and it moves to 250. So if I were to, I can actually reference that fairy escape particle play from start here. So if I were to play that now, it would just move upwards. Oh, something was unhappy. What's this? Spawn a pawn. I guess there's no player start in this level. Let's just play from here. I also need to activate it. Completely forgot to do that. So what we'll actually do is we'll create a function custom event fairy escape animation, and we will activate this particle. Activate, because we need to do that in order for this to appear. So it's not active by default, right? We do that, and then it's like fairy escape animation. Also, we'll put the sound in there as well, because it makes sense. Just in case I ever move this entire function at some point to some other event. So it may not always work. Okay. So it does that. I'm going to repeatedly get that error now. Like this. And then it needs to deactivate at the end. Let's go to 500. When it gets to the end, it needs to deactivate. One second is a little bit short, so what we can do is we can just time range this animation. So we can set the play rate to a division, because we know it's 1 second long. We just say 1 divided by the duration that we want. So let's say 3 seconds is good. Maybe 2 seconds. And then the only other thing that needs to do now is that location, it needs to like have some jitter left and right. So you could probably just multiply this by sine, I think. So it's like multiply by some distance multiplied by sine of 1. I think that's how you do it. Clearly not. Let's just try a sine of 50. This can be 1. Oh, I didn't bloody plug it in. Oh, let's just try that. It's really not doing anything. So from 0 to 1. Maybe I'm just supposed to do this. Oh, it's delta seconds. Something like this, I think. Right, that's really bugging me. How do you get this to work? It's just a left, right sign. Just give me a left, right sine wave. I wish I knew more about particles, because I could have just done this directly in the particle. It would have been way better. Returns the sine of A. Expects degrees. How about we try the sine of radians? How about I actually type in sine? S-I-N-E. Vector cosine angle. No. Okay, well, a quicker way of doing this, because I'm dumb, is to just add another track. No, I don't want to do it that way. I just want to take... Right, how do you do it? I can't believe the game is coming out and just... Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Chests in the lobby also drop loot, which can be carried in. Yeah, we know about that. I mean, it's just... It's cool. Like, you have a little bit of a moment in the hub just destroying everything. That's pretty fun. I don't think we were too... I think we talked about it once before and we were like, yeah, it's okay. It's not like anything that we... Unless we started putting like really expensive weapons in those crates, then it would become a problem. I think at the moment you can get a frying pan out of it. And there might be some cases where you can get like knuckle dusters or push daggers. And honestly at that point it's like... people having fun doing that search for loot. It's like, cool. Playing the game, having fun. So yeah, I just want to go UE5 position sine delta seconds. So they're saying that you do a sine of delta multiplied by speed, and then you lerp from min to max. So if we said negative 50-50, I think we sine degrees this, maybe. And this is like delta seconds. And then they also said it's just by speed, right? So it's like 5, I guess. Something like this? It's really not liking me. What's the issue here? Let me print that value. Print string. It should just be a simple piece of math. It shouldn't be that difficult. We're just always within the range of something tiny. Did I read it right? Sine delta seconds multiplied by seeds per second, and then the math is the lerp of the alpha, this and this, and then the new location is the old location plus... Oh, okay. So let's take this as my print, and then it's like get relative location, and we split that, and we take the y, and we add it. So now we've got like an accumulative number. Wait, I should have read the log. Yeah, it's going in the thousands. So let's just go 5. It's moving. It's already at minus 3,000. That's mental. It is the sine of delta seconds multiplied by speed. To go between the two locations. Oh, I just realised something even simpler what I could do. You just add a rotator. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Okay. But what I could do is I could just basically say rotate vector. The vector is like a length from the center, so like 50. Can I recombine that? Yeah, so it's 50 in the X. It's rotating around in a circle, basically, which is just yaw, and it's just yaw plus delta seconds multiplied by speed, which in this case we can say is like 25. That becomes the yaw. And oh, I split this. It's 50, and then it's this Z. Is this gonna work? Let's get rid of the sign. It's actually not rotating. Oh, it's because I'm not resetting the yaw. So I need to update that yaw as we go. Let's just go 360. There we go. So at the tip of that, we need some kind of fairy. So we've got these two fairy wings. We've got a dead fairy that I made. We've got a character fairy here. I don't really want to have to animate wings, to be honest. I do not want to animate wings. It gets a little bit too much. So what we'll do is we'll just do like the typical ball at the end of a trail. That seems reasonable. Is this going to get a VR adaptation? I would love to. I have a VR headset. I have multiple VR headsets. I have worked in VR in the past. I was actually thinking about checking out UE Unreal Engine VR or something. Like it's I heard about it because of Palworld, and someone immediately like started playing Palworld in UE and I was like, okay, so I could technically, seemingly just use that on guards. So if you've got a VR headset, Spark, and you want to try UE it's a plugin or some kind of thing for Unreal Engine, right? UE It's this thing here. And it's got like documentation on how to do it, and basically all it does is it gives you control over the headset. So you use a gamepad or your keyboard, but you have like head control. Yeah, man, give it a go. That would be, if you've got the urge to see it in VR, give that a shot and let me know the results in the Discord, because that would be so cool. I, on the other hand, do not have time to play with this fun thing, because I've got, yeah, like you say, I've got like a month-ish left, not too long left. Anyway, so I said I was going to add a little ball to the end of this trail. We'll just copy this, we'll call it Trail Fairy. I've got to be capable of adding a ball, right? It's just a single dot, a single looping particle. I did it. I did it. What is it? Is it randomly just like off to the side? I made an instance of trail 1 and not the trail that I actually wanted. Or I'm editing the wrong trail. One of the two. Where did my fairy trail go? There. Add a single particle. It's smack in the middle. I want it to have the same color as this. Whoa. No, I just want the color. No, I didn't want to do that. I want to copy the color. Sure. I kind of want it to be a little bit larger. Also, I'm going to use my star material. Is that working? It's preparing shaders. Size is 50. Yeah, cool. And then the start color is a user parameter. It's here and it goes to purple. I don't think that material that I'm using cares about particles, so let's create another instance of that. That is just plain white. And then let's open up the default material for that and just shove a particle color in. Multiply these together for the emissive color. By default that's going to do nothing because it's just going to multiply white by yellow. But in here we should start getting this kind of thing. And then it'd be cool if it rotated as well. Add rotational velocity. Add 50 rotational. Add another 50. Add another 50. Okay, that does nothing. Sprite renderer, alignment, face camera, plane. Face camera position. Alignment. Vector. Can I just rotate you, please? Update tactical. Rotate. Sprite rotation. Alright, let's see how that looks. I need to change it on the actual fairy cage, so P, trail fairy, and then just stick fairy in here. Hit play, and I don't see a part. Why are you not? Local? Initialize particle size. Its color needs to be just like overpowered, so let's do that quickly. Maybe the sprite rotation wasn't a good idea. And also now it's just enormous, so let's just bring it back down to like 300. Also, I think its deactivation is not based on life cycle. What's the life cycle of these other ones? Life cycle is self, loop is once. Life cycle is self, loop once, loop duration, infinite. Okay, so it should just deactivate when the parent deactivates. Why are you not deactivating, son? Not cool. There is a thing in here that's like the deactivate. Here we go. Inactive response life cycle complete. Let particles finish. Where's the life? Is it in here again? No. Is it in here? Lifetime, direct. Ugh. Why is the lifetime a really weird curve? It doesn't make any sense to me. I guess it's some sort of math-driven thing, but I kind of know that my lifetime of my particle is current loop duration. Can I just say it's 1 or like 3? I'm just gonna leave it at that, and then it should scale sprite size by speed. No, scale color. Scale color. What if I just take the color away? And then if I change I don't want to scale the RGB, I want the color to be this color. Restart. Interesting. Oh, I think I know what's going on. It's my particle. What I'm gonna do is just duplicate this one. Just call this. Oops, I named it wrong. Alright, I got 15 minutes. That sucks. Fairy Star. This really didn't go well. Just repairing this to Fairy Star. basically the power cord wasn't using the alpha, so I don't really want to mess with the original aiming star too much. So we're just gonna revert these two. That's the star that like basically comes up on the archer when he's aiming. Yeah, so now this should work better. No. Awesome. That's bloody annoying. It's just human error every time. There we go, now it fades out nicely, so then we're supposed to have this color. But that color is just really not working. Yeah, in Fairy Star we're definitely using it. It's just coming straight out of particle color, straight into emissive color. And in this case, like, we don't even need this switch because we're just definitely using the alpha. What if I just mess up? Oh, maybe I'm always taking the R channel. Okay, I'll do it. Why is that material so bad? It's a flare. It's a 1024 flare. Well, there's got to be a better way of making a star. How big's this star? Probably the same. Oh, it's actually using this, which is just a 512. So this sets a string. I just hate that this thing's always streaming. Can I just not stream it? But also this would look pretty cool if it wasn't so jank. Okay, so that's everything's working-ish. And then I just need to change the lifetime on this thing to be a little bit less. Cool. And then, just to wrap this up, we go to Dungeon Goblin Camp. No, we don't. We go to Goblin Modules, I think it's called. Well, right now we only have one room, but anyway. We come in here, levels, look at the first room. We got these crates. These are set to, with tag destroy, which we don't want. In fact, we don't want any tags. And then I'm just going to duplicate all 4 of these. I'm going to stick them in a folder called destroy. I'm going to tag them all. This is the setup that I did this morning, and then now I got caught up in like the details as usual. And then we got like the fairy cage. So we save that, or rather we save that, and then we go to Dungeon Goblin Camp. Hit play. Yeah, that thing broke, but that's fine. I'll fix that later. It should be... No, it's not going to work. Okay, so loading screen. Dungeon loader. So it said there was an error in here somewhere. We've got an enum to string. We don't know what enum it is, so right now we'll just say destroy. It's going to come from... Oh, come on. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so it says subdue all perps. That's not what we want. Outliner, Dungeon Manager, Normal. We've got these informations here. Go to Edit, Event Graph. I want Destroy Contraband. Destroy Contraband comes in to initialize this. It tries to find all of these and resizes them. So let's see how it does. It finds no destroy markers. That's not good. Get all actors with tag destroy. Did I do it wrong? Pretty sure I did it correctly. Yep, it literally has the tag right there. Tag, destroy. Where did I... Oh, I bet I know what I've done here. Yep, they were in this default level. That was my mistake. So, Dungeon Goblin Camp. No, I don't want to open that. That wasn't what I wanted to do. This thing has a really weird bug where it just opens up 100 windows. I didn't build that. It's not my fault. Dungeon Goblin. Dungeon Goblin Camp. Press play. We're going to test the destroy mission. We get here. We found 8 possible markers. So I should have a mission that just says... Oh, it says subdue all perps, so that's not good. Mission data. Destroy data. Destroy contraband inside data table mission. Objective, destroy contraband, destroy narcotics. It's using the widget class for waves, which is wrong, so let's just use progress dots. Let's see if that behaves itself.
How about me?
Oh, I can take this weapon. We've got to save these guys. Oh. That was 3 archers in a row. Oh god, there's an archer. Ready to give that archer a better sound. Right, so now I just need to figure out why, and I think I know what the reason is, but why I'm getting the wrong objective information. So configure the destruction objective and it takes the subdue data, so that's the issue. We wanted to use the destroy data. Although it's going to say destroy narcotics, which is technically correct, because the fairies are the narcotics, but... God, this is difficult. Little fairy in here. Ah, that's an issue. They're like floating on the side. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Cool. So it still says destroy narcotics. So I might change that. Cheers, man. Yeah, the Lowkey thing was to make like a ASMR, so like Lowkey game dev. Just talking about game dev, just a little bit of sort of distraction while you're concentrating on something. Or all right, cool. I do have to jet because it's dinner time, so I'm going to be carrying on with the destruction stuff, part 3 for the rest of the evening. So I'll be back in like an hour or so, and I'll if you're around, I'll hang out and chat.